Hello, hello, my beautiful people. So happy that you're joining me here this morning. Hello, bonjour. My name is, I was just checking the time. I'm like, am I super early? But I'm not. I'm on time. Hello, bonjour. My name is DeniseWillerton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in East St. Paul, Manitoba, Canada, just on the outskirts of the city of Winnipeg. I want to welcome you here. Um, I hope I inspire you today. We are creating a beautiful, super simple fun fold. I'm actually teaching this particular fun fold that I'm doing today in my March class. Yes, I'm that far ahead in my planning. But I'm using a different design paper, so it's going to look entirely different. But I want to welcome you here. If you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, hopefully I will inspire you. I am not the creator of this fun fold. Where did I find it? Oh, I'm so bad at that. I think it was Susan Campfield. I can't remember. Hello, Karen, and hello, Judy. Welcome here. So if you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would be honored to be that person for you. Let me just chat you up here for just a super quick few minutes, and then we will get to our creation today. I'm hoping to do it 3 times, okay? So let's see what happens. For those of you who are on my live on a regular basis, you already know about my jingle about the tutorial bundle. So these are just random Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, pardon me, from around the world. Karen, thank you for sharing my live. And so we get together every month and we collaborate and create a tutorial bundle for you. Sometimes there's 50, sometimes there's 25. In January, they are 38. So if you place a $65 order with me in the month of January, I will send this to you at the end of the month. And because it is celebration, you might as well kick an additional $10 in there, and then you'll receive a $10, or then you'll also receive a free celebration item, okay? If you are a demonstrator, or if you don't want to place an order with me, or if you are not in Canada, but you're interested in a 38 tutorial bundle, and they're fantastic, send me $25. Let me know it's for the January 2025 tutorial bundle, and I will get this off to you, okay? It is a great time to join Stampin' Up! If you would like to join my team, I would be honored. So for just $135, for option 1 or option 2, you pay $135, okay? For option 1, you will receive the handmade designs, and you will receive 2 full Stampin' Write markers of your choice. So whether that's subtles and regals or neutrals and brights, you get to choose, okay? So that is a $294 value. If you want option number 2, it's $135. You get an additional $41 worth of spending. So that's a value of $206. So how that works is you join my team, you pay $135, they kick an additional $41 into your total spending. So you would get 165 plus the 41. Okay, so that brings you to $206. You shop away to your heart's content to get to $206. You can't do 206.01. They will let you know that you have gone over the $206. Please remove an item. Okay, I hope that made all sense. I had a team meeting the other day, and not all of my team was able to come, but some of them did. So that was wonderful. And we did a card swap, which was super fun. And we're going to start doing that all the time. This was created by my friend Connie. And as you can see, there's texture happening here. She die cut this out and used the negative, okay, rather than using the heart. And I love that technique. This was created by my friend Gail. So we've got that butterfly die, which is in the current mini, which is lovely. We have this really cool fun fold by Kathy Penner, or Kathy, sorry, I guess I didn't need to say her last name. It's just really fun. Look at the back of that. So here's that fun fold, which is really, really neat. And last but certainly not least, let's take that Post-it note out of the way. This was from Rita. So another really neat fun fold. Look at this. Isn't that so cool? So that would just sit like so. Anyway, it was really, really fun to do a card swap with some of my team members. Let's get on to the card. Is anybody playing along? Because I did send out the measurements. I'm just trying to get all of this into the screen here. So this is what we are playing with today. Yeah, they really are beautiful cards. That was really fun. I don't know why I've never thought to do a card swap with my team before, but I hadn't. And so it's like slow learner here. So this is what we are playing with today. Who is joining me in this? Okay, so here are the dimensions. And if you want to take a screenshot, let me do this, and let me move these names. So if you want to take a screenshot, you can do that. And these are the dimensions that we're going to use for this card. Okay, so let's move on to the card. You know what? Something that I was thinking too, when you share, I'm not sure who you share to, and it does not matter. But if anybody that you shared with pops on and, acknowledges that Judy sent me, or Karen sent me, or Cheryl sent me, let me know and I will add your name again, or they can let me know, I got the share from, and then I will pop your name in a second time, just kind of as an additional thank you for sharing. We're going to start with our card base. So I'm going to remove these. Hopefully you got your screenshot. So here is our card base, and we're actually not doing anything with it. So we're going to start with 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then we're going to grab our 4 1/4 by 5, and we're scoring this at 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, and 4. So let's just go ahead and do that. Let's just tuck those out of the way. So Judy, you had said that you're not home, but are you playing along? And I'm going to show you a little trick if you don't have an embossing folder. So let's get some scoring done. I don't know if I'm going to get through 3 cards, but we're going to try. So you want to make sure you've got your score blade. So 1 inch, 2, 3, and 4. Cheryl, you found us. You found us. I don't know if you're playing along. I had sent the dimensions, and we just finished doing a screenshot of everything. So here is our, what are we? We are 4 1/4 by 5 inches, and I scored at 1 inch, 2 inch, and I'm kind of making sure that I'm square. So Cheryl, did you have a hard time finding my live? But welcome here. And thank you for sharing earlier. So 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, 4 inch. Okay, so we scored and burnished that kind of all going the same way. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip this over, and I'm going to fold 2 of the panels back. Or you know what? Let's just fold 1 of the panels back. Judy, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Am I doing this right? Yes. Let's fold 1 of the panels back. Let's grab some tear and tape. And we're going to place that along, like not over that score line. I'm going to show you in a second here. Just not quite to it. So I don't know if you can see that. So I've got about, probably a 1/16 of an inch or an 1/8 of an inch. It kept going to your last one. Oh, that's weird. Huh. I wonder why that is. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know, Cheryl. Sorry, I'd love to help you with that. And then we're going to take these 2 scored areas and let's just fold that onto itself. Okay? So here we have a little box. Okay? So here's the way I folded it, so it's nice and flat. This way it doesn't lay quite flat, and don't make it lay flat. We're going to work at it this way. Okay? So we're going to take that and we are going to, sorry, I'm hesitating because I don't want to make a mistake. We are going to place, so I've got my 2 panels here. This is the flat side, and I am going to place a strip of tear and tape, kind of the same thing, even though I was in your countdown. That's strange. So, hi Heather, welcome here. So when you're in the countdown, girls, I'm thinking when the countdown is done, it doesn't automatically go to the live. Am I correct? So here we folded it down on the where it goes flat, and then you're going to put a strip of tear and tape, okay, close to that edge. Let's remove it. And then I am going to go along this side and along that side and just butt it up together. Now, if you have a hard time with that, let me show you a little trick. So I've got a whole bunch of toys in here, but I'm going to take just the base out. This is an alignment tool that my girlfriend's husband creates. I'm going to place my card base right in there, nice and tight. I'm going to take this one. I've already removed my backing. And we're going to butt that right up, right in the corner at the top and on the side. Okay. So now I know I've got perfect alignment. So the way this works is, if I wanted a 1/4 inch and I want it to be perfectly square, we're going to pretend that there's nothing on here. I would place my card base, let's go this way. I would place my card base in here. I would put my 1/4 inch marker on top, and then I would take a piece of paper that or cardstock. Let's do cardstock. We'll get a nicer contrast. And yes, this is Granny Apple Green. You're just going to tuck that in the corner. You'd have adhesive on it. And then when you remove it, you have a perfect 1/4 inch and 1/4 inch along there. That's what this alignment tool is all about. But I use it for other little tricks and tips along the way too. Okay, so here we've got, and maybe you know where I'm going with this now. We are creating a tower card. Okay, let's take our 6 by 3.5 out, and we're going to score that at 1 inch and 2 inches. And Heather, I think you've been here before. These beautiful names on the side are the gals that are sharing this live, and then I will enter your name for a draw if you do. So we're scoring at 1 inch and 2. 1 inch and 2. And we're going to score those. I know, Heather, it's such a great fun fold. It is so fun. So let's burnish those. You want to make sure that you're nice and square, and make sure that you're nice and square on here. And we're going to keep that one this way. And I am going to place a strip of tear and tape close to the edge of our score line on that first panel. Okay, let's put this away. Let's remove this backing. You're going to take your 2 panels and fold them over. You're going to remove the backing. Okay, and we're going to line this side up with this score mark here. Okay, you don't want to go over. And I'm just eyeballing top and bottom here. Okay, so I want to be kind of close to that score mark. I don't want to go over, and we're just going to lay that flat down. Then we're going to flip this over, give that a little burnish, and let's put a strip of tear and tape on there. I love all the chatting back and forth, girls. It's so neat when a little community starts to happen. I love that. Give that a little tug. I've shared with a fellow. Oh, that's great, Heather. I will enter your name. I was just telling the girls, if the person that you shared with pops on, let me know. I will add your name again. Let's remove that backing, okay? And we're going to fold this tower down again, and we're going to, I've got 1 score mark here and 1 score mark here. I want to fold that in half, okay? And then just lay that down and come to there, okay? And there is your tower card, okay? Isn't that so neat? Okay, now Judy, you had said that you forgot an embossing folder, okay? Here's a little trick. I've done this before, but not for this card, but let's see what happens. So here we've got this other little strip, and it's 2 1/8 by 4 1/8. And so we forgot our embossing folder. So let's grab our scoreboard or our Stampin' Trimmer, and let's just make our own score marks. So I'm not worried how straight I am. I'm just going to score this. It doesn't matter if they're not all the same depth. So I think you get the idea, okay? So you can see that I'm starting, well, maybe you can't see. There it is, that I'm starting to be scored. Now, if I wanted a diagonal, Okay, so I went this way. Let's flip it. I'm having issues here. Let's flip it. Why is my brain not computing here? If I go this way, I want my other angle that way. Okay, so then let's go this way. Score, move it. And you can be a little more precise if you want and just really take your time, but I'm trying to kind of blast through this and give you an idea of, oh shucks, I forgot my embossing folder. It's like, no problem, let's use our scoreboard. So now we've got a little bit, okay, come on, catch that. There we go. We've got a little bit of a, and maybe it shows more on that side. Okay, so that is a kind of a way around of, I forgot my embossing folder. So just take the time and create your own embossing folder. Okay, so let's grab what I have already done. So here is our 4 1/8 by 2 1/8, and I actually ran that through with the Starstruck embossing folder. So this is one of those free items for celebration. Okay, we're gonna take this and we're gonna actually cut it. Now, when I emboss, I don't like to use my Stampin' trimmer. I like to use a guillotine trimmer. Because then you're going to get a nicer cut and it's not going to be jaggedy as it hits some of these embossed images. So again, this is 4 1/4 by 2 1/8, and you're going to cut that at 1 1/4. Okay, so 1 1/4. So now we've got our 2 strips. Let's put that there. Let's get back to our card. This is the bigger area, and this is the smaller area. Okay, so we're going to put those embossed images down. Make sure that I'm in camera here. I've been working on covering that album that I created, and I'm hoping to go live again tonight. I'm going to go for a cross-country ski with my husband after work here. And so I'm thinking I will be live at 7 o'clock tonight. And if I'm not live at 7, I will be live at 7:30. Okay, right here. So that's down. Now this is my larger area, and that's going to go down right there. So Judy, are you playing along? Because on the message, it sounded like you were, because you said, shucks, I didn't bring an embossing folder with me. Let's get that one down. I'll show you that album later too. We might not get 3 cards because I want to show you a little something. Okay, next in line, 3 by 3 3/8. So that is cardstock, and of course you're going to match your cardstock with whatever design paper that you choose. So this is 2 7/8 by 3 1/4. And I could do either side, but I'm going to go. So here's an example exactly of what I was just doing. And it's not perfectly symmetrical, so it doesn't have to be. And I mean, another thing you can do with an embossed image is you can very gently brush it on the raised side, and it'll pop that embossing even more. Okay, so we've got like a super skinny border here. So there's our design paper and our cardstock. Let's put that down on our card. I'm excited to see who wins today. And the card does lay flat, okay? So you will be able to pop that in the mail. This is not a perfect square, okay? So once you get that panel adhered, make sure that you're putting it down the right way, okay? So there's that. Now let's decorate this. I've got a heart and let's see what we've got in our little tickle trunk here. I die cut these already, so we can put, make sure I'm in camera here, we can put a sentiment right here. You just want to make sure that whatever you do put on here, close it down. You don't want it, I'm exaggerating, but you don't want it over the card, so it can be even as tight as this. But let's just see where this is going to take us. We can do something like that. I had a scrap piece of Melon Mambo a couple of weeks ago. I don't think it was last week. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. I did a video on, I know Cheryl created this Tombow holder for me. Thank you for the reminder. So this is how this works. Do not throw your lid away, because when you're done, and so now this just sits there. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, Lucy's here. Yay. Hi, Lucy. Welcome here. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, I covered cardstock with packing tape. Okay, and I die cut a bunch of hearts. Oh, that one doesn't have. Here we go. I die cut a bunch of hearts using packing tape. Okay, so the thumbnail on that is, what does packing tape and hearts have in common? So anyway, I had little areas left. We can throw some flowers in here. I got glue on my finger. So we could always do that. I don't want it to start getting too busy. I have also die cut. This is using that that holographic paper. I have also die cut this. So there's too much going on for me. Let's take the heart off, because I think I'm really liking the flowers. So what do we think about something like that? Now, when I close it, I want to make sure that my leaves are not taller than the card, but I do like them sticking out like that. So what do we think about something like this? That's just a, yeah, I'm thinking too. Okay. I love the heart, but it's like, you know what? I'm kind of hearted out here for a minute because I'm loving the flowers. So we can go with that holographic. I also have gold, but I am liking that. I am liking that. Okay, let's get that together. Let's remove this. Oh, I meant to grab more stamp sets right close by. My thoughts of you are all heart-shaped, so we can do that. And this is actually, and this is part of the bundle. This is part of our celebration. So my thoughts of you are always heart-shaped. That fits in there. What else could we do? I don't want to take too much time looking. For a sentiment, I couldn't have done it without you. So that would be like a thank you card. If anybody has any ideas, throw it out and we'll see if I own it. Happy Hibiscus. Thanks for being so kind. That would also fit in there. So do we make this into a thank you card? It's pretty sweet. None of those would work. I will wait to hear about the sentiment, and let's start putting some of these elements down while I'm waiting. Okay, so my thoughts of you are all heart-shaped. Thanks for being so kind, or I couldn't have done it without you. And I think I want these on opposing edges, kind of like that. Let's see what that would look like. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I do like this tucked under there. There it is, right there. Okay, let's get those together. I really like that tucked under there. Thanks for being so kind. Thanks for being so kind. Okay, I have adhesive sheets behind these. So let's remove that. I forgot that I had used that. We're going to make it into a thanks, girls. Oh my, come on. I need like super precision. Okay, so the backing is off on that one. Please don't stick to me. And let's remove the backing off of this one. And I did like them kind of tucked behind each other. Let's close this to make sure. I want that a little bit higher, kind of like that. Let's close that to make sure we're not going over. And because I have adhesive sheet back here, I don't want this sticking to my card. So grab your embossing buddy and just press that down on that, and it has lost its stickiness. Okay, so there's a little trick for you. Okay, let's get this, and I've got embossing powder. Thanks for being so kind. And let's do that in, oh, that's going to fit so nice. Let's pick that up. And I think I'm going to do that in Melon Mambo, just to kind of stay in that whole color scheme, providing that my Melon Mambo is with me here. There you are. Down she goes. Thanks for being so kind. Let's get some dimensionals behind this guy. I might have time to quickly do another one. I think what I'll do, well, we'll see. We will see, because I have another little goodie for you. Carol, I have not seen you in so long. Baby powder or cornstarch? Yep. Oh, yeah, if you lose your embossing buddy. Okay, strange thing. When when I was getting ready for today, let's close this, okay? Let's get in camera here. Let's close this. And I'm just eyeballing that my sentiment is square. Thanks for being so kind. Let's take our packing tape covered dies. So those little flowers came from the coordinating heart-shaped stamp set. Okay, so that's the bundle for celebration. Okay, I want to pop some dimensionals behind there. Oh, Carol, I am so sorry. I'm glad you're on the mend. Let's add your name in here. Oh dear, that's not fun. It's going around. It is cold season. Just taking a peek, I wanted to make sure nothing was peeking through. These little flowers are so stinking cute. Oh, Carol, I added an E on your name. I'm sorry. Let's get those down. Stagger them a little bit. Done, but not quite done, because why not put a little bling in the center of that? And let's do a little light one to kind of pull, get in there. There we go. Look at, isn't that so sweet? And number 3. Let me pull this up nice and close. Isn't that so adorable? And so that is a tower card, okay? And it just sits like so. Let's see if we can blast through another one, okay? So a lot of this, oh, I should have done all my scoring. Okay, so there's my card base, which is 5.5 by 4.25. Let's make sure I've got the right one. Yep. Then we're going to get our other one, and this measures 5 by 4.25. And we're going to score our 5 by 4.25 at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I'm going to blast through this one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You girls are going to have a decision to make, whoever wins the draw. Okay, so we're going to take those score lines and let's fold them all going the same direction. Okay, close it up. One panel, put a strip of tear and tape right there. Come on, where's the edge here? So cute, right? So cute. You have to just keep looking at it. Where did I put my ruler? Girls, where's my ruler? There it is. Found it, found it. Okay, remove the backing. 2 panels. Whoops, I'm not even in. So I removed the backing. I was 1 panel in, or 1 scored area in. Let's fold 2 scored areas just right flat down. Okay, we've created a tower. It sits flat this way. It does not quite sit flat this way. Do not make it. Stay on the flat side. Let's grab our card base, which is right here, and we're going to put a strip of tear and tape. So I've got 2 panels. Let's go right here. So I'm kind of in the middle, ish. Okay. Rip that off. Remove the backing. Use our platform because I want this square. I don't want my 1/4 inch. So my card base is nice and tight in the corner. I'm going to take this little panel and make sure I'm nice and tight in the corner. I've got perfect placement of my tower. We're going to grab the 6 by 3.5, and you should see all around me. It's a hot mess. 6 by 3.5. We're scoring at 1 inch and 2 inch. Sorry that I'm going super fast on this one. I went a little bit slower on the first one. So you'll have to go back and have a peek, because I want to get to one more thing. We're going to fold that over, and we're going to fold that over, okay? So we're going to take these two folded score areas, lay them down, and we're going to put a strip of tear and tape close to the score line, but not over. So I'm like about a 1/16 of an inch. See how close I am to that score line? Okay, remove that backing. Keep the two folded down. I've got my two folded score areas. Take your tower, press it down. There's nothing on this side. You want to eyeball top and bottom, just along the score line. I'm exaggerating, but you don't want to go over. You want to be just on that score line. Taking a look at top and bottom, lay that flat down, open this up, put a strip of tear and tape right there. Okay, I was starting to say, and I had one of my many squirrel moments. Close your tear and tape after every time. Remove the backing. So I was getting ready for my live this morning, and I'm looking for my 1 3/4 inch punch, because I have one. And you think I could find it? I have no idea where I put it. So here's one scored area, here's two scored areas. You're going to close it on the two scored areas. You're going to take your tower, hold it down. Heather, what did you do? I said, oh, yeah, yeah. We've all done it. Okay, so there's our tower. Let's decorate both sides of these. And I thought, yeah, I've got one cut already. So there's the larger side. There's the shorter side. This is my Tombow holder. My girlfriend Cheryl, who is actually on today, creates this on her 3D printer. So if you are interested, you can drop her a line. I love it. And then when I'm finished, I just put my cap on and I'm good to go. So that's down. Let's put this one down. And I like that my lid is off. I'm not going off and on with it every second. So it's a great tool. I love it, Cheryl. Thank you. Did you ever get the Christmas card? Oh, Carol, I did, and I showcased that when I received it. So it is on a past live, but I can't recall which one it is. But thank you. I'm trying to remember what it was, but I know that it was gorgeous. All the cards are so gorgeous, aren't they? Okay, let's get this panel taken care of, and we are going to use this. Okay, this is just like a super happy card. Okay, this is a celebration item, and it's the Toadstool Gardens. So when I was having my team meeting, some of my girls were like, oh, I just don't really like that design paper. And I thought, fine, I'm going to do a live and I'm going to showcase that design paper. Okay, so again, this is not a perfect square, so you want to make sure you've got nice placement, or that you're not, yeah, put it down the right way is what I'm, oh yes, it was, oh yes, it was stunning. Thank you. It was the shepherd card. I loved it. And it's not right in front of me. Oh, I wish it was, because I'd love to show that again. So again, this is not a perfect square, so you want to be careful when you put this down on here, that it's the right way. Okay, isn't that so fun? Okay, so now, what sentiment do we want? I think "You Make Me Smile" would be really sweet. Or "A Little Note to Brighten Your Day" would also be sweet. So, "You Make Me Smile," or "A Little Note to Brighten Your Day," or even "You Are Amazing in Every Single Way." So girls, it was when, yeah, but I did get it. Yeah, because of our postal strike. So let me know what sentiment: "You Are Amazing in Every Single Way," "A Little Note to Brighten Your Day," or "You Make Me Smile." And let's see what I've got in my little mess here. I've got a white flower. I'm in love with these, and there's Melon Mambo on there. But that's probably going to become too much. We might just be doing a sentiment. That's kind of cute. "A Little Note to Brighten Your Day." Okay, let's do that, because then we can start with that and then put the rest of this together. Okay, "A Little Note to Brighten Your Day." That is not it. It's down here. If you pull out a photopolymer and it's the first time you use it, this is not the first time that I've used this, but if it is, what you can do, just to get a nicer coverage, and you don't have to do it. Oh, I totally put that upside down on my table. You're just going to tap some Versamark on it, and you just need to do that once. I've already done it, but I just want to show you. And then let's stick with the garden green, or the granny apple green. Might as well stay in there. And so, yeah, that's just a little tip. Let's get a piece of scrap, "A Little Note to Brighten Your Day." And yes, we all need that, don't we? The world has gone insane. Okay, there we go. And I have a feeling, let's put that right there before I lose it. I think that's going to fit really nicely with a die. "A Little Note to Brighten Your Day," that fits. And I think I like that. So that came from the heart-shaped stamp set, and that is a celebration item, a freebie. And let's get our Cut and Emboss. We're going to go over the hour, girls, but stick with me. I want to show you this really sweet table party favor, okay? Stay with me. Let's get our sandwiches happening here. I'm trying to go fast. You know what happens when you go fast. Let's get a little piece of Post-it note tape. I don't want that scooting anywhere. Nice and square. Nice and square. And let's put our gray mat down. Do you? Every time. Okay. That just seemed really light. It cut. Look at. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, let's just leave that all here. Let's put some dimensionals behind there. And then once that is kind of down, it is going to, I don't know where to put my stuff. Oh dear. It's going to let us know what we're doing here. Put a dimensional in the middle. You don't want your, I shouldn't have removed the backing. You don't want your sentiment caving in on you. I like it. Do we put some gold in here or some silver? I think I like the silver. I don't know if that's overkill, girls, but we're going for it. And I've got backing on here, so let's remove that. Let's see if I can get it this way. There we go. Remove that one. We're going to use our embossing buddy again. Remove that backing. Close this to make sure we don't go over the top, like so. I hope I like what I'm doing here. I do. A little note to brighten your day. That's crooked. Let's get our embossing buddy on the back side because of the, okay, doot. And do we want some of these flowers? And again, they have packing tape on them. I think I like them right here. Isn't that so sweet? There's a lot. Well, Marika, hello. Hello. Late again, aren't I? You will wait for me. Debbie, hello from Mexico, you. Okay, remember when you left, I said, please dig your toes in the sand and say, I think I did, this one's for you, Denise. If you haven't done that yet, Deb, do that. And Debbie, I've got your name down for sharing. Thank you. There we go. Debbie's in Mexico. She's missing class this week because she's away. But guess what? She's on the beach. Come on, friends. She's on the beach. And let's tuck you here. And let's tuck you there. Let's put a little embellishment in the center of that flower. Okay, so we've got 2 done. And here I thought I was going to do 3. Not so. So there's card number 1 and card number 2. Okay, so fun. Okay, let's move on to a little party favor. So you're having guests over for dinner or just an evening, or you're having a card class and you just want a little something for your guests. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You can take a screenshot of this, okay? And why don't I show you what we're creating? We're creating this. Okay, so go ahead and take a screenshot so that you know what you're doing, and let's create this. Okay, we are starting with 8.5 by 2 3/4, and we're going to score at 3.5. And this is where my my punch comes in that I still can't find, so I had to go get an old retired one. So 3.5, 4 1/4, and 5. Okay, so this was 8.5 long, so our 4 1/4 is our halfway mark, right? Let's give that a burnish, and we want to make sure that, I'm exaggerating, but we want to make sure that we're not like this, okay? We want to make sure that we're nice and straight when we burnish. Okay, so I've got a score mark here. Let's lift that up. And then if I flip it over, I've got a score mark here. Let's lift that up. Okay, so there's the start of the base. Okay, you're going to grab your punch, and yeah, I have no idea what I did with it. So I have my old whale punch, but it's 1 3/4 inches, and I'm going to turn that upside down, and I'm going to place this in, and I'm nice and tight here, like I'm even on left and right, and I'm in as far as it's going to let me go. Okay, so give that a punch. We're going to flip that over, and we're going to do the same thing. Give that a punch. Okay, then you're going to take, oh, I forgot my candy. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Sorry about that. You're going to grab your Lindor, and you're going to place that, and you're going to make sure that you're square at the top and square on the side, and place your Lindor. Come on, baby. Place your Lindor in there. Okay. Okay, so now I'm square. Grab a stapler and just staple that puppy down. Just like that. Okay. So I don't know if you're like me, but I end up with strips all the time. Okay. This is a 3/4 of an inch strip. And then here is another strip of design paper. So it's ready to go. So this is 2 3/4 inches across. So let's cut that at 2 3/4. You will take the candy. Honey, I have one for you when you come to class. 2 3/4. And so I don't have a margin on left, right. I just have a margin on top, bottom. And I guess I could have been a little more contrasted. Oh well, I should not have used a cherry cobbler strip, but I did. So down this goes. And that is going to go right down here. Whoopsie. It keeps scooting on me. Okay, so that's down. Then we're going to take a piece of cardstock that measures 2 3/4, because that's the depth of our party favor, by 3.5, and I scored at 1 3/4. Okay, so with the 3.5 inch on the top, you're going to score at 1 3/4, which gives us this little guy. Okay, and that's going to go right up here. But let's decorate it first. I took a piece of design paper that measures 2 5 inches by 1 1/2, and I did 1 1/2, and then I cut it a tiny bit bigger. A tiny bit bigger. So down that goes. And you know what? Let's put a little bit of love on here. I've got this heart, and again, this is one of the hearts with my packing tape trick. Let's put some dimensionals on that. We're close to time. I'm going to go over just a smidge, but there's no rules, right? I get to be the boss. You know what? I want one right there. I don't want that little heart caving in. Okay, come on off. There we go. Let's put that right there. And my dimensional is showing. There we go. Let's put that right there. What else do we have kicking around? Can't get enough of these. Don't you think that would be pretty sweet? And I don't have another one, and I've got cherry cobbler. Or is that too much? Is that too much? Do we just do a heart and maybe a little cluster of flowers? Just a little? I don't know. I can't decide. I guess I could put a tiny little note on there. Doesn't matter how long it takes, we all... Oh dear. Yes, thank you for that, Heather. You are so sweet. How about just because I care? I want it to say we, just because we care. How about here for you? How about here for you? And this one has not been used. So we're definitely Versamarking that little guy. And we're going to find a little piece of scrap. And let's go cherry cobbler. Here's my little piece of scrap. And let's do it right here. I think I've got, do I have a, look at that, Changing Leaves dies. There you go. And you know what? It's got the same little, I don't know what you call those, little tick marks that my heart has. Okay, where did this come from? Oh dear. Where did this come from? That came from the heart shape. And let's get that nice and square. Once this is down, then we will know if we're adding anything else. like even little flower or little hearts. Where's my, I don't know where I put my gray plate. Let's grab another clear. No, I don't have another clear. There it is. There it is. A celebration heart. Yeah, and you know what? It is cut. It is cut. Let's put this back right away. Where did I get that? Changing leaves, I think I said. I love the changing leaves. So this is where I got this was from the changing leaves. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Let's put some dimensionals behind this little guy. We're not going to remove the backing because we need to figure that out. You definitely want to decorate this before it goes down on your party favor, okay? So if we put that kind of like right here, I think that celebration heart is going to be too big. And if I just, you know what, I think I like that. Let's try that. So if we put a dimensional behind this little guy right here, remove this backing, and we're just going to tuck that in or on top of the heart. And then if I remove this, I can just tuck that like so. So there, that is done, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to, do we want Tombow or tear and tape? Let's do Tombow. It's out. Just a strip. Just a strip. So if you were having a dinner party and you were creating these, what you do is you take your scores. You would take like a full 8.5 by 11 sheet, okay? So you're going to take your 8.5 by 11 and so here's your 8.5 by 11, okay? So this strip is 8.5 by 11 by 2 3/4. You're going to take your whole sheet and you're going to score right away at 3 1/4 or 3.5, 4 1/4, and 5 inches. Do the whole sheet, okay? Do the whole sheet. And then you're going to cut 2 3/4, 2 3/4, 2 3/4. So then you're doing mass assembly line, right? So keep that in mind. If you want more than one, you're just take your cardstock, whatever color, and then this just sits, whoops, sorry, this just sits right like that, okay? Like it just, oh, you can't see it there. It just sits nice and flat on the table, okay? So that is your little party favor, which is super fun, super cute. I'm going to tuck this in a little food tray that I am sending along with 2 girlfriends to a friend today. And I'm just going to set that in there with it. Okay, so there are the 2 cards. Okay, Thanks for being so kind. It's a tower card. It sits nice and flat. Let me show you this way. It sits nice and flat. And then a little note to brighten your day using that paper that my team said, oh, anyway, wait till they see that picture. Let's do the draw. And let's see who is the winner today. I got all these little Post-it notes everywhere. Let's do it that way. Okay, I'm finished with my glue, so remove it and put the lid on. Kathy, who was not able to be here. Debbie on the beach, thank you for joining. Cheryl. Lucy. Judy. Great idea. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Yeah, that favor is so cool. Oh, yes, with the die cutting. Karen, I don't know if you're still here. You're very quiet. Carol, and I did get your Christmas card. I wish it was right here. I'd love to show it off again. And Heather. Now, is there anybody else here that shared that I am missing? Marika, I know you're here. I'm not sure if you shared. And yeah, with the party favor, I'm not going to be able to mail that. Okay, I want this one, or I need that one. Not today. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Okay, let's give those a shake. And let's see who the winner is as I dig in here. And I got a whole handful, and I think I have just one. Yes, oh no, I had two. I did add Lucy. I did. And the winner is Carol. So Carol, I hope you're still here. So this is the tower card, but it does lay flat. Let me know which one you want. A note to brighten your day, or thanks for being so kind. Okay? Girls, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. And we will see. Yay, Carol! Yay! Anyway, I'm going to scoot. I will private message you, Carol. Okay, a note to brighten your day. Okay, so Carol, that one I will pop in the mail for you, okay? Thank you, Beat Girl. Anyway, ladies, thank you for joining me. You have blessed me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great weekend. I will see you back here tonight at probably 7 o'clock. If I'm not here at 7, it'll be like 7:15 or 30, something like that. I'm going for a ski with my husband, so I don't know how long we will be. But I do want to cover a little more of my album. Let me show you where we are at. Carol, that's going to go in the mail today. We'll see how long Canada Post does. So here's what we are. Let's bring, sorry, I'm bringing the camera up because I need more room on my messy desk. So we've done this already. Here's a pocket, right? Here's a flap, and there's a pocket here. Here's a flap and a flap and no pockets. I could have done a pocket there. Anyway, here's my Owen. Okay. And that is another flap with a pocket. And here's my fishing page. Here's my Owen fishing. And so here's where we are. We're at page 3 front. And if anybody is interested in that class, yes, he is so sweet. If anybody is interested in this tutorial bundle, you actually can find it right here. So we are on page 3 front, and we will probably get the front done, and page 3 back we likely will. I don't know how far we're going to get. Okay, and so there's another flap. This back page is where our waterfall goes. Okay, so that is my 8 by 8 album, and I like to print my pictures, girls, because you know what? The last time I checked, I never sit down with my kids to look through my phone. Okay, so if you print your pictures, you can put them in an album. Okay, look at him holding a little baby bird. And then this sits on the coffee table, and people actually look through it. Isn't that a novel idea? But anyway, I do print my pictures. And I love creating albums, and I love teaching albums. So if you are interested in this particular album, it is my 8 by 8 album, and there is the link for it. Or you could message me or send me an email. I am DeniseWillerton@gmail.com is where you're going to find me. Have a lovely day. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out of here. I will see you back tonight. We'll talk to you later. Bye now.